Hey guys, I haven't done a video in a couple days. I've been super busy doing awesome, really fun stuff, and I've got a lot going on lately, but I just wanted to jump on real quick and mention something that has been a pattern for me in the past couple days, and that is boundaries. Setting boundaries, and then also reaffirming and rerooting yourself very firmly in your boundaries. So I had a couple of tests recently. For those of you who don't know me that well, I also am a Reiki master teacher. I have done Reiki and practiced it for about 15 years now. And today I had an issue with a new client where I literally just told him to leave, basically. I had to just end the session because I was getting a weird feeling. So my gut feelings, I never doubt them. I have always had wicked strong gut feelings since I was a little girl. And you know what? I don't even need proof anymore of why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. I used to wait for a sign, or I would just stay in a situation that I was uncomfortable in because my ego would get in the way and it would mess me up. And I would say to myself things like, oh, well, maybe you're imagining this, or, well, this person just had a hard background, or blah, 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 whatever the excuse was. I would second guess my intuition and my instincts. And I do not do that anymore because I have had so many instances where it bit me in the ass. And I am done learning hard lessons, okay? I am done with the frying pan smacking me upside the head. Now, I would like my signs to come from the universe where a butterfly just twinkles by and lands on my nose. That needs to be our signs. We don't need to wait for some sort of catastrophe or somebody to truly betray us before we set boundaries and stick to them and listen to our instincts. So along with that, I also had this year, I did a lot of spring cleaning on my friends list, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, even friends in real life. Okay, I think we've all seen a lot of people show their true colors this year, and you know what? I love it. I love it. All these people who pretend that they're fake nice and pretend that they're this and that, there are so many people who will be nice to your face and cut you down behind your back. And I know we've all experienced this at some point in our lives. But you know what? I don't do that. So I don't deserve friendships that are going to eventually betray me. And so this is another reason I have strong boundaries. I am not afraid to block and delete, okay? Block and delete is a form of spiritual protection. You don't need a reason. You don't fucking owe anybody anything. You don't need an excuse to protect yourself. So if you have an intuition that somebody does not have your best interests at heart, cut, snip, snip. Block and delete that motherfucker and get them out of the fucking picture, okay? Hit the fucking road, buddy. And sometimes, yes, spiritual people can swear. I'm allowed to use the F-bomb, okay? So don't get all emotional on me and be like, oh my God, Adrienne said the F word. Sometimes the F word is a punctuation and it is necessary, and it creates a spiritual shock, which really reaffirms and roots your point into somebody's psyche. So sometimes it's necessary. A well-timed F-bomb, I'm never afraid to drop or execute when I'm serious, when it's necessary. We've all had that friend, beyond the obvious Facebook trolls, the ones that come and pop up on your post just to disagree with you, and they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Meanwhile, you are well researched and know what you are talking about, and no matter how many facts you present to these fucking peasants, they're never going to understand. They just want to be there and be argumentative and be a thorn in your side because they clearly have no life outside of this. I only post information to wake people up. I came here, I reincarnated on this planet to help create a new one. All right, that's why I'm here. And not everybody wants to wake up. Not everybody wants enlightenment. People love staying right where they are. And a lot of times when people hear new information, the first reaction that they have is denial. Then they go through a gambit of either anger, depression, revolt, whatever it is, and hopefully someday acceptance. But people who don't, that's okay. It's not your job to change people's mind. I just set down the information that I have. I just plant the seed, and they can do whatever they want with it. It's up to them to water it, to nurture it, to explore it. But this all goes back to my acutely attuned intuition. I've always had a super highly attuned antenna for perceiving things that most people glaze over in life. So that is what led me into spiritual healing. That's what makes me a better musician and writer and poet, because I am so deeply sensitive, and I'm an empath, intuitive empath. For me, I know everybody's senses are different, but for me, mine always comes to my throat. I will get a gut feeling too, but I will immediately feel like, have you ever taken your vacuum tube, like if you have like an extension like wand on your vacuum and accidentally like sucked up the curtains or like a sock or something? That's what it feels like on my throat. It's like all of a sudden just like an instant clog. And so I get it around certain people, and I don't know why. Now today, this client that I have that I told to go, and it doesn't matter, you can make up a white lie. I was like, oh, I think my mom's sick, I gotta go. It doesn't matter. I just wanted out of the situation. And as soon as I got him out of here, it left. So I didn't need proof. I don't know who the hell this person was. He could have wanted to turn me into a fucking lampshade. I don't know. Point is, I don't mess around anymore with my instincts. When they tell me to do something, I listen. Okay? I think that is something that we need to teach, not just human beings in general, but our daughters. Trust your instincts. If we all listened to our instincts, not our ego will mess us up every time. Our instincts will always guide us. The heart and the soul always know the way. The mind will lead you off course every time. It will lead you astray. So people who are very intuitive with what their heart and their soul are always asking for, they can hear their body whispering. They can communicate effortlessly and receive these messages effortlessly. So I know that my intuition is always intact. That's why when I get these mindless knobs, these fucking trolls that want to just come up and chime in and spew their bile all over my informational posts, I don't even have time for that shit. Bye. You contribute nothing to my life. I'm sorry that you have chosen to be an ostrich and bury your head in the sand while the rest of humanity is experiencing a great awakening, okay? Yes, we are moving into the fifth dimension. Yes, there are things that are going to be dropped like a freaking bad habit on y'all. And some of y'all have not done your research, and you're going to be in for quite a shock when it happens. Those of us who have been paying attention, we've been awake for a long time. 9/11 was a big paradigm shift for a lot of people. So those of us who have been awake since then, we already know the program. But the rest of you muggles out there just with your heads in the sand, I don't know, I feel sorry for you. But I tried. Can't say that I didn't try. Even worse than the blatant trolls, this was my next point. Even worse than the blatant trolls that just come on your page and they just want to just leech off of your energy. And make no mistake, people who argue with you on the internet are fucking energy vampires, okay? It's a form of narcissism. They're scum. They're bottom feeders. They're pond scum, okay? Block and delete. Bye. Bye, Karen, okay? Put your mask back on and go for a swim and, just fucking stay out there out of the way of the rest of the world, okay? Because we're out here living our lives. But even worse than the muggles and the pond scum who try and zap your energy and troll your Facebook posts are the friends who stay silent behind the scenes and just come on and just like every single post that opposes your viewpoint. Fuck you, Karen, you're out of here, bye, we're not friends anymore, I don't even care, I don't have time for you, I'm not gonna explain my logic, we're done. I have had to end a couple of friendships recently with people that were clearly not my friend. Do you get the friends who like troll your posts, pay attention to everything you do? They watch all your stories and yet they don't interact. They don't cheer you on. They're never happy for you. They're just silently jealous, just watching desperate housewives, like just sitting at home being all misery and miserable and watching you live your life. Like, what the hell even is that? It's not a friend. That is a troll. That is not your friend. Block and delete. And I stopped explaining myself to people when I realized that they only understood and saw things from their level of perception. Okay, so if you are an eagle and you are soaring high above, the cockroach on the ground, inching along, festering, bottom feeding, and crumbs and filth, is never going to have the same perspective as you. Okay? Eagle soars above, cockroach and vermin down below. Everybody has a different perspective, but the eagle is going to see a lot more because they have a different vantage point. And that is okay, all right? It is okay because everybody's on their own journey, on their own timeline in this life. Some people did not reincarnate to awaken others. Some people will not be inspirational. Some people will not be beacons of light for the rest of humanity to follow. That's okay. They don't get to have your energy though either. So snip, snip, snip. Bye. We're done. Block and delete. Block on every level. Block on your phone. It's fun. Once you clean house, you feel like empowered. You start to feel yourself collecting all those bits and pieces of energy that they were sucking from you and you weren't even aware of it. You weren't even aware that you had people out there just watching, waiting for your downfall. They're never happy for you. So why are you letting them in your life? Don't give them your time. Don't give them your space. Don't give them energy. Keep your sacred space, okay? You need it. You need that because you came here, you got shit to do. So get busy doing that. And it's time to trim the fat. I love it. I feel amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. There are friends that I love dearly that we have differing beliefs and we respect each other. And that's okay. I love that. I actually respect everybody who has a different belief than me. It seems to be that nobody on the other side of things can respect my beliefs. I'm perfectly happy to just leave the entire world alone. Like, I'm good with that. I don't care if you want to, wear a rainbow tutu and, put glitter up your butt all day. Like, I'm good with that. I will support your dream. If that's what you want to do, I don't give a shit. I don't need to be a part of it, but I don't care what anybody does. I don't care what anyone does. I will support everybody's happiness, but I expect you to reciprocate that and respect mine. And that is why the message of today is do not be afraid to block and delete a bitch, okay? It feels good. It's empowering. Get those narcissists out of your life. They were never giving you any energy to begin with. Let them go. And it's just your ego. It is our ego. And that is our mind. Our mind makes a beautiful servant, but a terrible master. So what we need to do is get quiet, real quiet. And learn how to pay attention to the signals and the red flags that our body gives us. Our body is always communicating with us, whether it's an illness. Disease is dis-ease. Your body is at a dis-ease. So wherever the illness manifests, arm, head, heart, belly, knee, wherever illness or a pain manifests in your body, it's your body telling you something specific. If you get quiet enough and you tune into the frequency, it's like tuning into a radio station, you will be able to hear your body's messages. And you never have to experience pain. We did not come here to have pain and misery. Every single day for me is heaven on earth because I create it. But I set healthy boundaries and I always pay attention to my intuition and my instincts. And guess what? I always have my own back. And I wanted to relay this message in case you guys were going through anything similar to this. And I think we all have after this crazy freaking year. So do not be afraid to block and delete. It is a form of energetic protection. And it is you telling yourself, like, don't worry. I got your back, sis. I got your back. I will protect you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and cheers and peace and love to you. And I'm sending you guys all good vibes today. And get that block and delete energy on. Trust me, you'll love it. And if you do, and if you guys have any experiences, please leave some comments for me below. And also, if you guys have any suggestions, I've been getting awesome suggestions for videos lately. So leave me some comments below. Please like and subscribe. And if this helped you at all, please feel free to share this as well. And cheers to you guys, and cheers to a new year, a new you. We're going back into a golden age. So many good things are coming out for humanity. And a great video to watch is Fall of the Cabal. If you guys haven't watched that documentary, try and find it. It keeps getting taken down. It's really hard to find. So cheers and bless you guys all. I love ya. All right, bye.